This is homework number 1, problem 11. I'll give you a moment to copy the problem down. 3x squared minus x plus 13. And we're given that the x value is going to be negative 2. We're going to evaluate the value of this function when we replace the x's in the function with a negative 2. Best way to do this is to rewrite the function, but wherever you see the x, take it out and put a pair of parentheses in its place. Notice how I did that. Alright, now we're going to ask ourselves what's the value they want us to replace the x with. It's a negative 2. Using these parentheses will assure that you do the correct order of operations and have the correct signs on your values. Now we use the order of operations, PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, to evaluate the expression. So looking at my order of operations, I'm going to do anything in parentheses first. And I do have 2 pairs of parentheses, but there's nothing to do inside of them. So let's look next. Exponents. I do have an exponent, so this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to do negative 2 times itself. Negative 2 times negative 2. A negative times a negative is positive, so the value I'm going to get right here is going to be 4. Watch how I write that. I've replaced the value negative 2 to the second power with a 4. Now, I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem and ask myself what to do next. After exponents comes multiplication or division. And I do have multiplication right here. The 3 times the 4. So this gives me 12. Subtract a negative 2 plus 13. Now comes either addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. And I do have subtraction here, and I'm going to do that first. And I'm subtracting a negative. And as you learned in Math 99, anytime you subtract a negative, that can be the same as adding the opposite. So this is going to turn into add, but there's always 2 strokes to this. Change the number that was being subtracted to its opposite. So all this becomes is 12 plus 2, which is 14. I bring down the plus 13. I haven't done that yet. And my final operation will be to add those 2, and my answer is 27.